We got off the boat from the Lofoten to Bordeaux in the middle of the night and parked at a desolate parking lot in the woods. We continue our journey in the morning, and our first stop is at the famous Saltstraumen, which is a small strait with one of the strongest tidal currents in the world. We are first in line at the ferry, but we were in line for the previous ferry, but we didn't get on. We were the last one they tried to fit on, but it just didn't work. So we had to back up again. So now we're first in line. The crazy thing about it is that there were people cheating the lines. So we are sure that there are people on this ferry that shouldn't be on there, and we should have been. So we were a little pissed about that, but we're making the best out of it.
Well, this is a very special moment. On the 26th of June we crossed the Arctic Circle, and for the last 2.5 months we've been in the Arctic Circle, in the Arctic, and it's now the 10th of September and we are crossing it again while being on the ferry. And so we're leaving the Arctic after 2.5 months, so that is definitely a special moment. Good morning. We are on the island of Vega. We have been here for 2 nights. It is kind of funny how we ended up here. There is a normal ferry that goes to the next part of the Helgelandskysten, and then you do a little bit of driving, and then you take another ferry, and that's the normal road. But we saw on the map that there was also a ferry to an island, this island, and then from this island a ferry to the same spot where the second ferry on the normal route ended up. And we said, let's do that. That sounds like fun. So we came here and we decided to stay here a few nights. So we wild camped the first night, and we've been on a camping this night. And it actually turns out that this is a UNESCO World Heritage site, the whole island, because of ducks. The people of the island, they take care of the ducks, and they make nests for them and make sure that they have everything that they need. And then in return, they take any feathers that fall off. They don't pluck the ducks. They just take any feathers that fall off and sell them. And they sell very, very well. So it's a symbiotic relation where both the ducks get protected and well taken care of, and the people have an income resource. There's people especially coming to these islands in spring to take care of the ducks and to be able to keep this tradition alive. We're probably taking the ferry late this night so that tomorrow we can do a hike on another island nearby.
Je bestemming bevindt zich aan de rechterkant.
Good morning. There's almost nowhere where you can wild camp here, so we ended up on a parking spot. I don't think you can even call it that. But yeah, we are now driving to the parking space of the Torghatten, which is a hike through a mountain, before we get breakfast. Ready?
Ready. Yeah, because you're in between rocks, you don't have a very nice GPS signal, so I crashed it against the wall. Luckily I found it again, and I think it's repairable, so.
So we were supposed to just go to the hole in the rock, so the Torghatten itself, and then go back. But we decided to do a hike that goes a little bit further, which is very, very pretty. But we've already descended quite a few meters and we've still a long way to go. And we want to drive partially to Trondheim today, so we might have overdone it a little bit. But I'm not too sad about it because it's so pretty, and I'm really enjoying this hike, even though it's a tough one.
After our hike this morning, we got into the camper again and did quite a drive. It's now about 6 o'clock and we've parked at a nice spot away from the big road, and we're gonna cook and spend the night here.
We are taking the time this morning to do some work, and then hopefully we get to drive to Trondheim this afternoon.